always cool to see that you're live. You're alive. I'm alive. Let's see if I can see. Let me go to. Yeah, there I am. No. Huh. It says 1 hour from now on YouTube. How about. And how about. I'm the one. Okay. I'll let it be now. All right. Facebook isn't going to let me. It just. And when I just put in the discussion, the same thing that I put in the last, it told me to pick something different. It's not supposed to be publishing me, but anyway, do what you love. I've got it behind me. I've got it behind me. This is it. I've been, this makes a lot of sense because, and he said it would, if you've been paying any attention to the Illuminati, the secret societies, any of it, it did. It made a lot of it. It made a lot of sense. That's why I want to say something. I don't know why you want to keep me from saying something, but anyway, you know what else? I will start this off by saying that I have never regretted smoking marijuana or really any of my drug use because I've never been an asshole. I've made mistakes. I've done things one time, bad things, one time, realized, and never done them again. That's what I think youth is for, is to. But anyway, not to continuously fuck up. But anyway, all I was going to say about the drugs was I've never, I just don't have any regrets. But if that is a reason for me to have lost credibility with anybody that might be watching this, then I do regret it. Because this has been harder than what I thought. I never in a million years, I just didn't realize, I don't really know what I'm trying to say here, but you're a jackass for. But anyway, I'll just go on. I do regret it if that's, and I mean, I love marijuana and I just love it. But anyway, let's go to it. This is what's behind me. So, well, the most of it. Let me see what's the best way. Let me go this way. Let me go this way. Leave my book out. Leave my sketchbook out. Thank you, Michaela. All right, let me get you up here so you can see. I have worms for sale. Anyway, let me get. I whittled me a stick the other day. I whittled me a wand. I whittled me a stick. I whittled me a pointer. This is out of willow tree. It would be a good one. Anyway, so this is going to be a discussion on the elites, the roles, what's going on right now, and a diagram of what happens in death, basically. And I'm not claiming I'm not claiming any of this work. I'm not going to mention no names. It just makes sense to me. And when he said that, it just made sense to me. But anyway, this line right here, from over here, this is the materium. Can you see it, Sick? It's the materium. I wrote it in cursive too because I just found out from a MK Ultra or a paperclip survivor. MK Ultra survivor, that when we write in cursive, it turns on the logic side of our brain. They don't want to teach babies cursive. There's more than one reason, and ain't none of the reasons worth a shit. This is the materium, and that's where we're at right now. Okay, so so what happens is your consciousness and your soul are two separate things, but your consciousness, your conscience, I guess, is assigned one soul. It's you have your conscience is connected to a particular soul. It's humanity, and then what humanity. I think what he's calling the species in humanity, I think it's like a super conscience or a collective conscience. But out of that, you turn into the individual. You're born. So you take a piece of the collective, come with you, and then through time, which time is only over here in the materium, you have experiences, and then these experiences have these experience, all the stuff that you've done, or stuff's been done to you, or just whatever, just your experience, your life, and then death. He said death was not pleasant. But anyway, after you get to the death, to this line, there's no more time. So your conscious and your soul separates, is the way I get it. Your conscience goes through meditation, and your soul goes through metempsychosis. He explained this as he said it wasn't really distilling. He said it was more like melting or fusing of the soul. But he basically said he drew the soul coming down here and drip it into a beaker, like it's because your what your soul learned, it turns into intuition, and that intuition you'll bring when your soul meets back up with the consciousness after it goes when your soul's almost done with the fusion and the melting, which is over here. We remember when we come back around, most of us remember that as hell. It's not good. I mean, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Anyway, this when we come back around, okay, as our soul's doing this, there's no time over here. So I don't know if we don't know if this is 9 months or 9 billion years. But anyway, the conscience part goes into meditation, which is your heaven, and it is heaven is it's a personal thing. There's no other beings in it. And after you go into your heaven, you go into a long sleep, a long rest. Your consciousness does. As your consciousness is resting, your soul, as your soul is melting and fusing and distilling, and in your intuition, he says to think of it like a layered onion. It gets denser and denser as you keep coming back. This is a school. Now, he didn't say it, but I'm saying it. This is a school. We are to learn here. But anyway, he didn't give it all. But this all it made so much sense. So I think he basically said preparatory. The long rest is where the conscious needs to rest while the soul is getting charged through this process. Oh shit. I don't know if you've got this yet, but this means that we all go through it. I mean, if this is the case, then nobody escapes hell. Everybody gets to heaven. Anyway, I mean, I'm not sure. Anyway, I like how you see you turn into it, but this is the natural way of going about things. Oh, anyway. So at the long rest, then it's preparatory. You're prepping to be reborn, and this is also our purgatory, preparatory. But this is how the diagram goes. As your preparatory, your long rest, you end up meeting here with your soul. Your intuition comes with you, the soul. You meet here, and then your preparation, your you're prepping, you're getting ready to be reborn to humanity. And then I guess you just, from what I've heard this some other things, and I'm just adding, I could be wrong, but I think we kind of stay here until there's a body ready for it, until kind of looking for a body. I kind of thought that was hell, but I'm not sure. So this is a natural. When you cross over to this side is the universe. Anyway, I guess the ether, the universe, but he called it the universe, the materium in the universe. But anyway, the assholes. You've got some that see, I've got unnatural, and I've got this I, but it's not the individual. It is the individual, but it's let's don't go here yet. Consciousness, most of us, we respect each other. We understand that we're to learn. We at a deep level, in the super conscious, we know all this. Oh shit! What am I trying to say? Anyway, the materium is a drug, and I knew that. Something told me a long time ago, excuse me. I can't remember exactly where I got the idea, but I realized that this is permanence and this is change. And in permanence, you don't have the body, you don't have the sensation, the smell, touch, all of what we take for granted. It's an overload of sensories. It's a we and I've since I've been on this journey. I mean, these elites, these royals, these bloodlines. I mean, this is seductive. This all they really we all they really attach to these is the I, the id, the ego. They don't ever really. Whereas we see we understand and we go on. They don't. They don't ever. The conscious that they relate to is all over here. It's all about sensory overload. They never. They don't see this, and they don't want to see this. And he said through technology, through technique, through rituals, satanic rituals, through sex magic, they've learned how to skip hell. They've learned how to skip the long rest. They've learned how to keep, and one of the things that he said was keeping it in the bloodline. That because well, they're missing their intuition. They've figured out a way, and there's not a lot of them. I mean, there's very few of them, but they have figured out a way to bypass this through technique. Isn't that fucking crazy? Ah. Oh, what all did he say? What all did he say? Oh, Norman Mailer. What was the name of the book? He said that if you had to know about this technique, that Norman Mailer wrote about it. He said the technique's woven in a story that he wrote that he based in Egypt. But it's basically about a man that figured out a way to pass his conscious over, but he had to die as he was having sex, as he was coming in a younger woman. A royal just died too. Anyway, he said that sometimes their shit works and sometimes it don't. I knew because there was a reason why they kept saying. Because let me tell you something. There's a lot of weak need motherfuckers out there, and there'll probably be several watching this. Fuck you. I mean it. Fuck you for it. What was the point? Oh, they don't. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't, but they do remember things that we don't. That's what I was going to tell you. The conscience, what we call an old soul, because the soul's never old because it is purified in fire. It's an old conscience because the conscience keeps learning. So these old souls are just conscious. The guys that are just always calm and don't take things serious, they've been here a lot longer, and they've not turned into the narcissistic fucktard that just it's all about me and it's my will. It's not has this right here's got the collective. I don't know what that's his species. I don't know. So he left the God out, which God is I think's a field. What we say God, I think it's much more. It's creation, and creation is a. But see, I don't know. I don't know what the definition of a field is. Anyway, and we've all met old soul, what we consider, but they're just old consciousness because the soul keeps coming back clean and new. What it learned turns into intuition. It comes back with this as intuition, and that's what makes our conscious. That just we know that we're all actors. We're not this body. And these guys know it at a different level. We are spiritual beings. We are energy. It's fascinating, isn't it? It's fascinating that these folks over here have really figured out the devil as the most fascinating trick is when he made us believe that he wasn't here. He's here. And that's what this guy that I'm talking about, Cliff, he says that he's I think he's tying in the devil, these beings, the Satanistic bullshit that these guys are manifesting, and they're manifesting it. I think maybe the Navy and everybody else is calling it UFOs, aliens. Either way, this is not looking good. With that said, we just have to actually pray. We have to pray. We have to start doing. We have to pray. We have to learn how to pray, and we have to actually pray. And I would start praying for protection. um, it's making me rethink because I've got all these um, archangels around me, which are called Gore something in Kabbalistic. Oh gosh, I see. I'm so glad that I've looked this stuff up, but I don't want to do anything against the Most High. So tonight, when I done the Kabbalistic cross and I prayed for protection, I didn't just hit east. I turned every direction, the four corners of the universe. I mean, of all creation. I didn't just because I'm scared that I don't know. I don't want to turn my back. I don't want to turn my back on thinking I'm worshiping one thing and worshiping something, some kind of god or some kind of sun god or some kind of lunar god. And I'm not saying anything bad about anybody because I realize now there's all kinds of different things out there. I'm just saying I ain't worshiping you. I'm worshiping the Creator. I'm hoping that the Creator put you here, for I think for us to live. This is some fucked up shit, man. But anyway, there's guys. Let me tell you something. It's absolutely. I don't know if you're an atheist. But it's stupid at this time in our lives to be an atheist because you're saying that there's nothing out there, and there's obviously. I mean, with these algorithms and this this guy that explained all this tonight, he is a something linguistics. So what was something linguistics? But anyway, I got to get up. I'm gonna go get me something sweet to eat. It's about time for the dollar store to shut down. There's so much more to this. Much respect, much love. This is the diagram. It's easy. It's most of it. I didn't get the fucktards over here. These are the fucktards. I'm not calling them elite. I'm gonna call them fucktards. Goons, idiots. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Much respect. I'm not wasting your time. I'm trying to help us. I don't know what to do other than pray. But this stuff, when I come back, we'll watch. I'm going to turn on the Outpost, the Dark Outpost, and you might ought to get a gun. Which I don't know what the fucking gun's going to do with the spirit. Oh, Burgess out.